Hey everyone, I bet you didn't think you'd see another video from me this weekend. Well, welcome back. Um, so after a long drought of no crafting, I actually got inspired to do some playing around with some of my new craft supplies. This is some stuff that I bought from the Greetery. Here's the website if you're wondering. Some people always like, can you send me the link? No, I can't send you the link. It's in the video. That's why I say it. But I had shown you some new products that I purchased from the Greetery, from Betsy, just recently. And they're all related to the Hey Honeycomb series. And so I pulled the dies because I hadn't put them away yet, apparently. I've got stuff all over the place in here. These are the winter ones that I purchased. And she's also got one for the fall, which I do not have. This is the polar bear. He's really cute. The snowman, really cute as well. And the penguin. Now you're going to notice in her dies what she's done is she's built in a kind of a stencil so that if you don't want to use the die cuts that cut the eyes out, you can use a pen or marker to color in the eyes in the die cut. So in this case, that. But the other, some of the other ones have more, like the mouth and stuff. And here is the coordinating stamp set for that set of 3 items. What is this called? Hey Honeycomb Holiday. So these are like all coordinating with the dies I just showed you. Now, the ones that I played with are the Easter ones. I'm going to show you what I use for my projects, and then I'll show you the end result. I use these Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Betsy actually has a part of the die, the accessory die, that cuts these little... This is intended to cut like the foam tape. And so I skipped that step. These are Stampin' Up! Dimensionals that I used, and they're already in a sort of a honeycomb shape. But I use those instead of the die that comes in the basics set. And the basics set is down in here, so I'll show you that. Oh, I wanted to show you this cute little, can you see it? It's a rabbit head, but it's a stamp block. You guys might ask me where this is from. I actually don't remember where I bought it from, but it's for lots of folks who do journaling and planning, so they can keep, it's not a really thick stamp block. They can keep it in their planner. But it's a little bunny head, and I use that because I did Easter stuff. Here are the Honeycomb Spring Chick and Pastel Mix. I used both of these colors from both packs. And so I did find a place on Amazon that has the 2-inch balls, but they're not a better price. It's like 10 for $9.99 or something like that on Amazon. And the only thing is they do have a pink. There's no pink in Betsy's packages. The one that's missing from here is white. So I did find one that has pink in it. It's all pink. You can buy a multi-color pack, or you can buy single colors in their packs. So I haven't bought them yet, but I did find a place on Amazon that has them. I will try and remember to put a link in my description box to that Amazon listing. Okay, so here are the Easter Hey Honeycomb supplies. This is Hey Honeycomb Spring Stamp. So it's very much like the holiday one, except it's spring theme. I already showed you this in my haul. If you go back one video, you'll see the haul video of what I bought. This is the basics die, so you can see this is where the star, heart, and flower come from. This is from a previous release. Here's what I also noticed. Her dies used to be made in the USA. They are now made in China. I don't know when she switched over, but sometime back, because this says made in China and this was released last year. And I know there was a big die manufacturing issue here in the US, so I don't know if lots of people have switched over to China manufacturers. Problem with that is now they have your intellectual property, meaning your designs, which now they can reproduce without qualm because they do that with other products, not just crafting supplies. Good luck trying to fight that now. So this one is the Hey Honeycomb Bunny, meaning they will sell your product without you getting any of the money from that product that you designed. So that's why it's an issue, in case anybody's wondering about that. And then the chick, Hey Honeycomb Chick. So those are the stamps and dies. These are the other items I used. So I have a Memento dual tip marker. I use the Fine Point. What did I use this for? I don't recall. Oh, I was using it to color something in. Then I think I tried to color the whiskers of the chick because it has that in the die, and then I didn't use it. The glaze pen from Sakura. This is for the eyes and the nose of the chick to make them shiny. And 2 of these Sketch Marker Brush Pro. I don't think you can get these anymore because these were coming out of Ukraine and Russia. And obviously they are at war right now. So I don't think you can get these here in the US anymore because the Ellen Hudson used to sell them, but I think she's closed her doors and isn't carrying these now in her Amazon store. Tea Rose 024 and Rose Champagne 025. This is for the chick die to give the blush and the beak some color and the feet. So that's what these markers, just use whatever markers you have in the colors that coordinate for whatever you've got. And then this Copic multi-liner. Again, the die for the chick and the bunny, for instance, here's the chick, right? So you can see the eyes are cut out. With your paper inside, the die cut inside, you just turn it over and you can color that in. Now, the die comes with eyes. So it will cut the little eyes right here for the chick if you want to use them. But that's too fiddly for me right now, so I didn't use that. These were so quick to put together because I didn't use a lot of the little die cut pieces. I used the wings for the chick and the bunny tail, and that was it for that. So I didn't do a lot of fussing with parts and pieces. Now, I did use this brush. This one is a brush from... Nope. I was going to say it's from Waffle Flower, but it's not because it's taller than the box. I must have bought this one on Amazon in a pack. Yeah, these are unbranded. In a pack of 4 because they're cheaper, and I like the tips of this brush. So it's kind of at an angle, but I use the Soft Berry from the Stamp Market to add some blush for the bunny cheeks. That's what this is for. And then I use this to stamp some sentiments. And also the black, I think it's Tuxedo Black. Is that what that's called? I don't know. The VersaFine Black for my sentiments as well. And then I have some glitter here. This is Stickles, Distress Stickles for my die cuts. Of course, a spoon. This stamp here, which is a Stampin' Up! Stamp, I think. It's a strawberry. That's for the back of my card. Now, I'm going to move this out of the way so I can show you my projects. And I think I'm going to use this piece of paper. And the reason I'm going to use it is because it'll help stand up on my glass mat the cards and the cards that I created. So the bunnies first. They're pretty much the same. So cute, right? So these are, you can make them into tags or you can make them into cards. And so what I did with these was, of course, do all the die cutting and then put on the little, bunny tails. That's where the stickles are. The gloss pen is on the eyes and the nose to make them look, shiny and glossy. I'll actually bring one closer so you could see it, and I'll tilt it. You can see the flash of light there because the glaze pen makes it shiny when it dries. And there's the dimensional. So what the recipient would do is you will no longer see any of this once they open this up. So that is the little honeycomb in purple. And they would peel this off, right? You could see it here. It says peel, open, stick. So they'd peel this off and just stick it down. And this is a card. So it does open up. And oh, I didn't show you Anna's stamp. Sorry, Anna, if you're watching. This sentiment is from her Heart Banner Bunny stamp set. This is from Sweet Miss Daisy Designs on Etsy. If you look for her, there's the shop right there at the top. Okay? Don't ask me if I can send you a link. That's what stamp set this is from, and that's just because I wanted something larger to fit inside the card, and this really fit well. So it says, sending springtime thoughts full of love. And there's another one here, Happy Spring. So for those of you who don't celebrate Easter or whatever, but this says Happy Easter anyway. So that's the card. And again, I didn't use any of the die cuts here for all the details except for the tail cuts. So I went ahead and used it. And then just, inked in the rest of it. And then on the back, I did my strawberry stamp. To get the, die cut, obviously you just fold your piece of paper in half and then you move the die up a little bit so that it doesn't cut along that crease. So yeah. Now, that one was purple, but the other two bunnies have white bellies. So that's what it looks like with a white belly. So actually, I need to order some pink ones because I think the pink would look super cute with these. And of course, you can do your bunnies in different colors. You can do them brown or tan or pink even, whatever color you want to do them in to coordinate. So those are the bunnies. And I also have, I'm going to put those over here. I also have some chicks. The chicks turns out super cute too. There's one. I did 3 of them. There's another one. And here's one where, because of how I placed the this thing right here, this little cover, he'll stay open. Isn't that cute? So same idea here. The chick here with this ball is the cream color in her pack, and she has a pack just for the chicks. She has 2 colors in it, this cream color, and she has a yellow color. So here's the yellow one. And just a tip for those of you who have this die and are watching this, the more you put this little honeycomb over to the right, probably the better, so that it doesn't impede with where the wing is, and it doesn't look like off center. So try and get that honeycomb, sort of centered like it should be. I didn't do that very well on this one, but I'm okay with that. I'm not looking for perfection here. So you can see here, this is how the chick turned out. This is what it looks like. Oh, and I didn't show it to you standing up because, of course, I didn't. So these will stand up on their own. Once this is, obviously set up. See? She's standing on her own. Now with the bunny, it's a little bit different because the bunny has a round bottom, doesn't have feet like the chick does. So what I did was cut a straight edge on the back piece of the bunny so that whoever gets this can stand it on their desk. Now, I cut the strings off of the honeycomb like you're supposed to. Let me see if I can find one. Of course, I can't find one when you need it. So you could actually use that string part to make a tag and just put it underneath sandwich it in between the die cuts if you wanted to make it into a tag. I didn't do that here because I thought it was super cute to have it as a card and stand up like that. So yeah, those are my project shares. So I finally did craft. I don't know when I'll craft again, but Betsy's designs always inspire me to do something, fun. And I really enjoyed myself crafting for a few hours. It didn't really take all day, and I think that's probably a good thing because I probably would have stopped if I thought it was too daunting. So those are my projects. I hope you enjoyed them, and I will be back, who knows, to share some more things. Talk to you later. Bye.